Hello everyone, this is Aparna Bhat and welcome to our YouTube channel Abhijna Legal Maps. So today we are going to learn about the difference between the void marriages, voidable marriages and different reliefs regarding divorce, judicial separation, restitution of conjugal rights. So like whatever reliefs they have given under Hindu Marriage Act. Okay. So if you haven't subscribed this YouTube channel, do subscribe because this is a YouTube channel specially dedicated for giving lectures in English. So South Indian students or Northeast students or those who other students who want to learn lectures, learn law through English lectures, they may definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. So we will be regularly uploading the content with respect to law, All India Bar examination, judiciary examinations and various other competitive examinations regarding law as well. Okay. Yes. So first let us understand Hindu Marriage Act defines different types of, it gives different types of reliefs. Okay. So when it comes to the relief, so what we understand is that, so they have given some valid conditions of the marriage. As per section 5, they have given valid conditions of marriage. So if those conditions are not met, so if A and B are getting married, in order to call this marriage a proper marriage, in order to call this marriage a valid marriage, they need to fulfill certain conditions. Okay. If those conditions are not met, then this marriage could be called as a void marriage. So which are those conditions? First of all, the person should not have married twice. He should have married only once. Or when another spouse is living, during the lifetime of the spouse, he cannot marry another spouse, right. So the such second marriage will become void. It does not have effect at all. So monogamy is the first condition. Polygamy is not allowed. Polyandry is not allowed. If monogamy is there, then if this is not violated, then this is valid. If this is violated, then the marriage becomes void. Be very careful because section 11 and 12 speaks regarding void and voidable marriages. Okay. So we have to understand they have given 5 conditions for valid conditions of a Hindu marriage. The second condition is that the person who is marrying, they must be having mental health. They have given different definitions for that, but let us understand them with one single word, mental health. At the time of the marriage, they must be having mental health. If they did not have the mental health during the time of their marriage, they can make the marriage voidable one. Okay. It means they can, if the agreed spouse, if they don't want the marriage to be continued, then they can apply to the court. Till then the marriage remains valid. But in the case of void marriages, the marriage remains void from the beginning itself. So there are 3 such conditions. The other condition, the 4th condition, I will mention about 3rd condition later. The 4th and the 5th condition, they say that you cannot marry within the Sapinda relationship. Okay. And the 5th condition is that you cannot marry within the degrees of prohibited relationship. Degree of prohibited relationship. So when both these conditions, when Sapinda, if any person marries within Sapinda relationship, then the marriage is void. If they marry within the degree of prohibited relationship, even then the condition is void. See, but this is not an absolute rule, because if any customs or usage permit the person to marry within the degree of prohibited relationship, then it is not violating the condition. But if there is no such custom or usage, then they cannot marry within the Sapinda relationship or within the degree of prohibited relationship. So what do you mean by Sapinda relationship? Sapinda relationship is something where a person is related from like within 3 generations through his mother or within 5 generations through his father. That is said to be Sapinda relationship. And when it comes to prohibited degree of relationship, there are various relations which have been given. It could be lineal descendant, or it could be wife of the lineal descendant, husband of the lineal descendant or lineal ascendant, or it could be close relationship like brother and sister, uncle and niece, aunt and nephew. So these persons cannot marry each other because they come under the prohibited degree of relationship. Okay. So even these are void. So we can see 3 marriages, 3 conditions if they have been contravened, they are void, and one condition, if they have been contravened, they can be said as voidable. But there is also another condition which says that the person should be having of a marriageable age. If it is of a boy, if it's a bridegroom, he should be of 21 years. If it's of a bride, if it's a girl, she should have completed 18 years. Okay. But what if they are below this age? Then the marriage is neither void, neither voidable. It is still valid. Okay, that's a very unique condition. It is still valid, but it may be punishable. It's a punishable offence. If you marry a person below the age as per Child Marriage Restraint Act, it is a punishable one. Likewise, even marrying bigamy, this is also a punishable one as per section 17 of Hindu Marriage Act, and also as per Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita IPC, bigamy is prohibited. It's a punishable offence. Even these marrying within Sapinda and prohibited relationship, even they are punishable under section 18 of Hindu Marriage Act. Okay, this is punishable under section 17, this is punishable, and all these are punishable under section 18 of Hindu Marriage Act. Only this is not punishable, the second condition regarding mental health, it can be voidable. Okay, and only for this marriageable age, only one option is there. If the girl who was married below, when she was married below 12 years, but she repudiated the marriage within 18 years, before she completed 18 years, then that could be ground for divorce. Okay, if she has repudiated, she has rejected her marriage before the age of 18 years, that could be a ground for divorce. Okay, so these are the conditions of a valid marriage, and I have also mentioned about void and voidable marriages. Then let us understand about the divorce. What is the difference between void and divorce? See, void marriage is something where the marriage itself is not proper because it has not fulfilled certain conditions. Even if the court says, or if you apply or not, this person, he will not, the law will not recognize this marriage. So the other person, he need not get any decree, he can directly remarry some other person also. But divorce is not as such. Divorce, the concept of divorce is, there is a proper marriage, but the persons, they are not compatible with each other. That's what they are going for a divorce on certain grounds. So divorce could be two types, divorce under certain grounds, or divorce could be by mutual consent. It could be by mutual consent as well. Right. So when there is a mutual consent, both the persons, they agree, they say that we cannot live with each other, so we are parting our ways. So minimum they should have resided separately for a period of 1 year, then they'll obtain the mutual consent decree. So they'll apply together. So joint petition it would be, they'll get this divorce. In the divorce, this is under section 13 and this is under section 13B. But in this case, under section 13, one person is alleging upon the other person under certain grounds. He said there are 10 grounds, okay, either husband or wife, anyone, they can put the petition. So there are 10 grounds where example, adultery, cruelty, desertion for 2 years, not heard for 7 years, or converting to other religion, renouncing the world and joining a religious order. So there are about 10 grounds for which either husband can obtain divorce or wife can obtain divorce. Additionally, the wife gets 4 more grounds, only wife will get 4 more grounds against the husband, like if husband is convicted, he is guilty of sexual offences of like rape, sodomy, bestiality. In such cases and all, the person, we can say that the wife can obtain a divorce. So likewise there are 4 more grounds. So regarding grounds we will discuss in another class in a detailed manner. Okay, but understand, divorce under section 13 is a different, because one person is applying to the courts on this certain ground saying that I cannot live with this person, I need divorce under any of these grounds. Either husband or wife, they have 10 grounds, wife additionally has 4 more grounds. Wife also gets these 10 grounds, also she can file under 4 grounds. But under mutual consent, you do not require any kind of ground as such. Directly you can, both of you can apply and you can say that we are not compatible with each other, we cannot live together. On this ground you can obtain the divorce by mutual consent. Okay. So, not only this, we have other reliefs also. Hindu Marriage Act has prescribed other reliefs also, which is said to be judicial separation, decree of judicial separation. See, divorce is an extreme remedy, right? They are ending their marriage. So, instead of ending their marriage, the husband and wife may opt to live separately, because children could be there, they may be affected. So, different societal norms are there. They may not want to live, obtain a divorce, but they may want to live separately. So, even that is possible. They may obtain the decree of judicial separation. They may also obtain restitution of conjugal rights. What does this mean? If one person has withdrawn from the company of other, they are not living together with the husband, and they are not leading the life, they are not cohabiting with each other, then he can ask, he or she, anyone of the spouse, they can ask the court to restitute their conjugal rights. They may ask the court to ask the other person to come and stay with them and lead a proper married life. Okay. And even when the court orders so, and even when this is not obeyed, then this may be a ground for divorce, or even judicial separation also. After 1 year also they are still living separately and they are not cohabiting with each other, still then that could be a ground of divorce. Okay. So, no need to take the extreme steps, even judicial separation and restitution of conjugal rights are also available with the person. And moreover, they can also obtain maintenance. Any party can obtain maintenance from the other party. Any party who is not able to maintain themselves, they can obtain maintenance. It could be interim also, or it could be permanent alimony also. Okay. And if the court awards any decree, court grants any decree, the appeal period is for 90 days. Within 90 days they have to appeal to the higher court challenging the decree. So, these are different remedies which have been prescribed by the Hindu Marriage Act. It could be regarding void marriage, voidable marriage, or it could be regarding nullity. This is what nullity of marriage is called, or a divorce under certain grounds, or divorce by mutual consent, decree of judicial separation, or decree of restitution of conjugal rights. Okay. This was a very brief introduction of the Hindu Marriage Act remedies, and if you are interested, then definitely we are having Abhijna Law Series app, but presently we are conducting classes in Kannada. We also have Abhijna Law Series YouTube channel, but definitely I think that you will be benefited by some of the study material which are in English. We have about 7 study material which have been already printed, and more books are in the print which will be of help to you. So, like a Contract Act, or 3 new criminal laws have been given, and if you want to listen to any English lecture, then we have BNSS for law students, which has been recently introduced. So, this is in English lecture. This is the only lecture as of now we have it in English, but very recently, very shortly we will introduce many such English lectures in this app, and also you will find different mock tests also which are necessary for All India Bar Examination. You can see free test also, some full length mock tests are also being given. So, do download this app and check if anything is of use to you, because we have given more efforts towards the judiciary exams and All India Bar Examinations, and for law students keeping their needs in our mind, we have designed these courses. Okay. So, if you have any query, you can directly contact the number which is being displayed at the screen below, that is 9036201870. So, this was all about our today's video and about our course. So, do subscribe to our YouTube channel and do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. So, thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye bye.